Hello there, Bluey-Boy73 here, and I welcome you to the pes2016 demo. I'm just going to have a quick look at some of the things I've noticed while playing. Player movement, AI, goalkeepers, stuff like that. Just quickly show you all the button configuration. Well, nothing's changed on that front, everything's the same setup, it's just been made shinier and neater, a bit tidier. Same old thing, you can have the button configuration how you want. I'm just going to leave everything as it is for the time being. I'll change it all once the full game comes out and tweak it to how I normally have it. But yeah, everything's basically the same, setup's the same, team select. There's a good selection of teams there, from lower rated Brazilian ones to Brazil and top teams with top players, such as Bayern. But basically, setup again, team setup is the same. You can change the settings again. I've not looked fully into that, I've more just gone on to the gameplay really. Tactics and everything I'll look at the later day, but again it all seems neat and tidy. Pretty much as it was before, just been looks shinier now, a bit clearer to see what's going on, and thankfully a few people will be pleased that the old hexagon is back, or whatever it's called at the bottom there, that instantly shows the passing, shooting, stats, stuff like that. Gives you a quick indication of the player's abilities, saves you searching through. But again, the swapping players around is the same principle, click and point and drag and all that sort of stuff with the formation. You can still save your formations as well in the data, but yeah, it looks all good so far. I like the look of it. I'm more looking forward to the stat side of things when the full games comes out, especially as I play Master League more. I'm hoping that the stats are going to be high end this time, rather than you having to jot them down yourself, as it were, to keep track of everything, especially season on season. It's a bit disappointing they didn't include that last time, but I'm hoping, looking at the previews and stuff, that they're going to include it this time. So anyway, on to the goalkeeping. Goalkeepers got a bad press, or did in the last game, but as you can see, I mean, that's a terrific save there. I think this season on, especially on Master League, it's going to be important to get a high-end goalkeeper, a top goalkeeper, earlier rather than later, whereas I tend to wait maybe 2 seasons before I actually grab a great goalkeeper. But as you can see, the saving there, it's pushing it away further. So hopefully that will cause less rebounds. I've only seen a couple of rebounds in the game for me, none actually for the AI, so that's a positive. I don't play it online, so I couldn't tell you how that pans out online. I'm sure someone will tell you when the game comes out how the goalkeepers work there. But yeah, the goalkeeping's been quite decent. As you can see as well, they commit more to coming out. The ball over the top's proving difficult now, because the keepers will come out and commit. But again, standing up strong, good save there, pushes it out to the defender. So like I said, the goalkeepers has improved, I think, 100% on what I've seen so far from 2015's version, and I thought they was pretty decent in that. But they tend to stand strong, push out further, and try and keep the ball away from the danger zone when they do save. And like I said, the defence seems a lot more solid with the goalkeepers in place. I'm trying to show them, and there's one I've not seen, I couldn't show you because I didn't record it, but it was a terrific, it wasn't even a double save, it was actually a triple save from Lure at Bayern Munich, and it was amazing to see. So hopefully in a few games there'll be match winners just as much as the strikers will be, I think. Anyway, I'm hoping everyone will be happy with the goalkeeping, because what I've seen so far has been pretty decent. A couple of mistakes, but you expect that. It's football, there's going to be a couple of mistakes. When that save there, he's pushed it away from the striker. So, and that's a good save there. He stood up strong rather than committing and made a great save. So I think buying a goalkeeper is going to be massively important, especially in Master League. You might want to get a decent keeper early on. But again, now that corner, he's punched that out rather than back into play, and the corner comes over a second one. And because he's not under so much pressure, he actually catches it this time. So, looks good. shooting's pretty much bog standard, but I do try and use manual shooting a bit more now. I've been practicing on 2015. That's a manual shot there from Rossi. The ball moves a bit more, especially from distance. You know, give it a go. You know, try a manual shot there from distance. It puts the keeper under a bit more pressure rather than the bog standard shot that you get help with. And it's a lot more fun as well when you score. You feel better about it. A lot of people say, oh, you should play PES this way, you should play PES that way. You play it how you want to play it, how you're most comfortable. I'm only just started now to try and use manual passing and manual shooting, and yeah, it is more enjoyable, but it also can be difficult, and you make mistakes and it can spoil it for you sometimes during games. Again, this is another manual shot here. Watches the ball's hit and then just dips as it goes to the keeper, puts him under all sorts of problems. And again, the keeper reacted well there. Talking about goalkeepers, that was a good save. Managed to push it out. But again, I'm also impressed by the volley in there. I mean, that's a terrific strike. Unlucky that didn't go in. Yeah, he followed up, but that was a terrific volley that crashed against the underside of the bar. Always looks decent when you hit the bar, I think, rather than sometimes the ball going in. But good strength on the wing as well. That's what we was talking about a bit later, about strength of players. But that's a terrific strike, good technique. The ball's come right out. Everyone stood still and he's just tucked it in. Lovely floated ball, crack, hits the bar. So yeah, volleying seems to have been improved slightly. The ball into no one. It's a good header clear. This is the AI now. Actually, they're starting to attack more. I've noticed in games or in the demos I've played, they actually don't just sit back. They actually attack you now and put you under pressure. Whereas in Master League, it tended to be when you was on Superstar, it wasn't necessarily they played better than you. It was just that you found it harder to score. Whereas in this, they actually, I mean, this is a terrific worked goal. And that's a wonder finish there from Vagmalov, who's a handful in this. But the defender there, I mean, that was actually my fault as a defender. I was too tight to him and I've sprinted past him. He's just turned the opposite way. So the AI is quite intelligent now when it comes to improvement. I was expecting him to go left. He's turned right, suckered me and fired home. A great finish. But yeah, so I mean, the player movement as well, which we'll talk about in a minute, has been good. But this is one-touch stuff. Little flick over top of the header, not the most powerful, but again, it's basically a mixed bag from last time, same principles. But yeah, definitely try a bit more manual shooting. I mean, that's a ball into the box. He's unlucky with the dive header. He was offside, but again, he's actually going for it, whereas that was few and far between, I found, in 2015. Players very rarely chucked themselves at the ball. Well, I've seen a few scissor kicks and a few volleys and sliding finishes and that in this more so than last year's game. I mean, that was a great ball in there, but Schweinsteiger there took his time, chested it and just strokes it past the keeper. Again, I know these are top end quality players, so how it pans out when you're playing with default players in Master League, I don't know. But from what I've seen so far, the game's been very, very much improved. The players seem to move a bit better. I mean, they're not totally slick, not like FIFA. I mean, that's a terrific ball there. Neymar, first time ball, diving header. Yeah, keeper could have done better there. But again, movement, the cross there and the finish is what you'd expect from decent players. Again, Ledenowski here. Good ball inside to touch it off the alarm finish as well. Keeper don't even move, and you can see the keeper's quite animated there as well. He's not happy, but that's been let in. So it's all little things like that, little animations that I've noticed as well. But again, he's driving forward. The AI defence is pretty tight. I mean, that's not a bad defensive line. Little square ball, but you have to work harder to score, I think is what I'm trying to say. There's no easy way of just pinging it over the top, especially on the higher levels. There's no easy way of pinging it over the top and hoping for the best. Having the player with pace chase it down or whatever. It's all about trying to work that opening and trying to score. It's like this, I've had to work it back here instead of just crossing it straight back over. I mean, that's proper football. They're not giving you the room, they're closing down space, so you're having to find the space, work it. Good crossing, that's a good finish. We can notice in the replay as well that Neymar actually steps out of the way of it, so your players, own players, are intelligent in attacking positions as well. Fullbacks run on, which they did in 2015, I won't lie, they did run on. That's a good cross. Neymar steps out of the way, and that's finished. Also notice as well that I don't know if you can hear that, how loud the crowd is there. I mean, that's a terrific volley from the AI. I mean, them goals are few and far between in 2015 as well. I've had some great goals scored against me, that being one of them. I mean, there's a good crossing, good headed clearance, nothing wrong with the clearance. He shoved the player off the ball, or that was marking him away. If you notice, as the ball comes out, he pushes the defender off of him and fires it bottom corner, keeper beaten. So, player movement, this is something else that I've noticed in this game. I've tried to highlight it a bit for you. So Vidal here in the middle is the player you're going to be watching. His movement's great, he's looking for space all the time. Wants it back, arm goes up. So these little things like that, the arm goes up. So now he's got it, he's given it, arms up again, and he's away. I mean, he doesn't score, but you can see the movement now. It's the same here with Pirlo. Picks the ball up. Now, I haven't done a 1-2 here. He stopped himself, then makes the run, points where he wants it, and it gets fed in. Alright, the cross wasn't great, but this is things like this. And I've also noticed as well, defending, if you watch in a sec, Philip Lahm, I think it's Philip Lahm, goes to the line, doesn't go to the ball, goes to the line and clears it. Tracks to the line, waits, and then clears it. So, I mean, there's little things like that I've noticed in the game. That players are responding to situations around them rather than just following the ball randomly or standing around scratching their heads. Same with corners. This is 2015. Look at the marking there. All my players are goal side of that back three, whereas here the defence is 2 or 3 yards off of me. And they managed to get the ball. Well, they tried to clear. I mean, it's a bit bouncy, but they do manage to get it clear. And this, I think, highlights the AI for me. How much better it's got. Quick free kick. I wasn't expecting it, and they've scored. So I mean, I wasn't even expecting a quick free kick then. So I was looking around, trying to sort myself out. They've took the kick, a couple of touches, and it's in the back of the net. Now tackling, this was my massive bugbear in 2015. I mean, look at that, it's a great tackle. That would have been a free kick in 15. And also booking for every tackle. Now, if you notice this here, yeah, that's a bit of a tackle. He goes to the ground, but the referee, even though he's under pressure, doesn't book the defender. So there's no need for it. See, this is what I was thinking in 2015, that's a booking. In fact, every tackle you see here will probably be a booking. See, that would probably be a booking. That's a great scoop tackle and brings your game forward and you can attack again then. You know, it makes it more important to buy a decent centre half as well now. I mean, this is all pointless for Master League, I know, but I mean, that's a foul. I expect to get booked for that. And rightly so. And that's the difference. When you get booked, it's for something that you think should be a booking. You know, there's no disputing that. That's a booking. If you're watching the slow-mo, he's away from me. I mean, I'm lucky to get the sent off really. I've tripped him. The player tries to carry on, but he hits the deck. And again, that's a rightful booking, no complaints. And again here, there's a cross. A bit late. That's a booking. In anyone's eyes. You know, if you watch it in the replay, I mean, that's a typical Premier League late challenge down the wing. And he goes in the book. And rightly so. So you don't get that frustration now of getting booked and sent off. I mean, that's strength there, battling two players. And he shoved him off the ball. Yeah, I've seen him given. But that's good strength. But it stops the frustration more now of you getting annoyed. I mean, I lost the count the amount of times I went to 9 men in 2015 in Master League. I mean, again here, look at this tackle. That's a superb tackle. Brings it up. and starts an attack. That's what you want from the defender. So again, more quality needed at the back. So again, you've got to think more about signing centre half. It's not just about speed, it'll be about strength and about tackling ability and stuff like that. It makes you think a bit more about who you're going to get in the side, and it applies to all positions. So again, that was late there, you know, but again, he didn't book him. See that in 2015, a booking instantly, if not a red card. So the refs are a bit more adept to the situation of it. I mean, it was late, but he was a genuine attempt at the ball. So there we are then, just a few things I've noticed while playing PES 2016, and there's other things as well I couldn't capture. There was a few things I had when I was streaming yesterday on Twitch. I had a penalty against me. The keepers dive a lot quicker for the penalty. They actually get down to the ground quicker to try and save. Offside's really tight, still tight as anything. I mean, these linesmen must have telescopic vision or something, or laser beams for eyes, because it's actually like fingernails and you're offside. So that's one thing they could have improved on, but it's a minor fault that I've noticed. Superstar seems a lot harder, so I'm hoping that'll be more of a challenge in Master League next year, because when you play, once you start buying better players, your team improves, you have to start dominating games. You're talking 19, 20, 25 shots to the computers, or the AI's 1 or 2. But then you find that now I've had probably 15, 16, 17 games playing PES, the demo, and at least 10 of them I've been outshot by the AI. So that's a good sign going forward, especially for Master League players. Hopefully it's something we can look forward to, and making the game a bit tougher for us to play, and ultimately making it more enjoyable. Free kicks, I've had a few free kicks actually, probably more than I had in 20 games, or a whole season on PES 2015. I've had 3 or 4 free kicks that I could actually shoot from. Conditions in the weather, I've noticed in wet conditions, because I'd like to change the settings and try different conditions, players slip over when they turn too quick or they're going for the ball. They slip and slide, and you may have noticed it yourself, but again, that's a little subtle touch that I'd like to see, where they've tried to improve things and make it more realistic. AI is actually crossing the ball. I know, I should have told you to sit down before I told you that. There's been a few times they've been flinging in crosses, which is good to see. They also, like I said, I think earlier in the video, they don't sit back now, they actually attack you. So again, you've got to be on the ball going forward and defending as well, and the AI movement is pretty impressive at times, and it's hard to keep track of, and they actually attack you now, so that's not too bad. So all in all, from what I've seen in the demo, keepers improved, passing and movements improved. Still a few little niggles. Sometimes the collision, especially when jumping for headers, both players bounce off and hit the floor and the ball goes nowhere. Happens too frequently. But again, that's another minor problem with the game, what I've seen so far in the demo. So I'm really looking forward to when the actual full game comes out and I can start a Master League again, especially with the option now of importing kits and the great work that the lads at PES World have done. Glenn, Jordan, Tom, to name a few, have done exceptional work with the kits, and I really cannot wait to start importing them option files in and seeing them in action. So I'll be doing some more PES demo games, probably do a few goals, maybe top 10 goals or whatever. But yeah, I hope this video's, it's not the greatest video I've ever done, it's probably not the most informative you'll hear, but I hope you've enjoyed it, and I shall do some more videos soon, and I hope you can join me for them.